everyone. I want to start by congratulating the incredible cast, crew, writers, directors, and executive producers of Glee. 100 episodes. Just remarkable. Congratulations.
We are here to celebrate and talk about the 100th episode of Glee.
As someone who's been here since day one, it's very special. I mean, it's a great achievement.
It's rare that you see a show that goes 100 episodes nowadays, so it's really amazing.
100th episode is just like a big old family reunion.
We have lots of the original Glee Club coming back.
Having everybody in the same room is like a total shell shock, but it's really fun, and it's good to see your friends.
Really nice to be able to catch up with everybody and have fun, and being back in that choir room and seeing the performances, and it feels just like yesterday.
The 100th episode has the return of Kristin Chenoweth.
Hey, y'all!
And Gwyneth Paltrow. Hola, clase.
Kristin, I had obviously I've never met her before, but when I saw her, she was like more than I imagined. She's just like a big ball of energy, and she's so funny.
She once taught me how to shoplift meat in my vagina.
Right? Gwyneth is hilarious too.
Hey there, Animal Husbandry Club!
They both bring this great energy into the room, and everyone just lights up when they're around.
April, thank you for buttering the floor for me. You know I like to make an entrance.
It means a lot that people who are that established and well-received would care to come back.
You know, no better way to celebrate that than have a dance party and sing some songs.
100 lessons. Your assignment is to sing one of the songs we sang in here, but reinvented in some way.
We're mainly doing songs that have been done before.
All the fans got to vote on what songs were going to be in the 100th.
Being able to do songs that they've done before we were ever there, remembering those and watching those as a fan, and then now watching them as someone who's on the show, it's pretty cool.
They're not really rehashed so much as an acknowledgement and a celebration of those first songs. And it just is fun to see and do them again.
The girls just shot Toxic, which is really fun and super sexy.
Don't you know that you're toxic? Intoxicate me now with your loving now. I think I'm ready now. I think I'm ready now. Intoxicate me now with your loving now. I think I'm ready now.
It just is fun to see and do them again, frankly. There's Raise Your Glass. I mean, we've all really enjoyed the past few years, and to see them again is kind of a treat.
When you think Don't Stop Believin', your mind goes immediately to Corey, and I think that's probably the #1 thing why it's really hard, because he is still such a giant part of this show.
For as long as McKinley's around, all the students who travel through this auditorium are going to see these. We've referenced Finn Hudson a lot, so that was in some ways even more emotional than the tribute episode we did for him, because it was just, it's been a while, and sometimes you forget that we've just kind of gone on, you know, we just go to work every day, kind of put our heads down and just go for it, but he's with us.
Watching him talk about Corey's character and how they're moving forward, how you can't forget the past, but moving forward. It's actually a beautiful moment between him and the cast.
There's been a lot of memories in that choir room, a lot of long nights in that choir room, and it's really weird to see it empty.
So there's a sadness about the 100th episode. Watching these kids graduate, you know, the original kids graduated in 2012, and that was a hard one. And then these kids, you know, the younger ones, are leaving as well, and I bet that's just the bittersweet thing about being a teacher, is you get to know these kids for, very well for a short amount of time, and you're very present in each other's lives, and they just move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the William McKinley High graduating class of 2013.
The last scene of the episode is myself and Sylvester, and she's kind of saying, this is it, but thank you for being a great adversary.
Nobody ever went the distance with Sylvester the way you did, Will. My whole life I've been searching for a worthy adversary. I'm gonna miss the fight. I think Mr. Shu and Sue have come to an understanding and a kind of a mutual affection for each other, and Sue doesn't get the jollies out of making him feel bad the way she used to, and so there's some pathos, I think, that it has grown between the two of them over 5 years, and it's bittersweet.
I feel like when we were filming it, it was so sporadic, but now it does feel like it's actually the 100th now.
This is a really nice moment to just stop and celebrate. I don't think when you get cast on a TV show, you think you're going to be on Oprah and Meet the President, so
No.
it's definitely exceeded my expectations.
I think when you start a new show, all you want is your pilot to get picked up. A lot of people dream to go 100 episodes. It's kind of a real big milestone in this business.
I think we were just so happy to be in the moment. You don't think that we could possibly go 100 episodes or do 6 seasons. And
The only guy that's actually done 100 episodes, a little Glee trivia for you people out there, is Kevin McHale.
It's Mr. 100, baby. Mr. 100. As of now, I'm the reigning champ. Yeah, but several other people catch up to me next episode.
And thinking about it now, the pilot was like, you knew there was something special. Just reading it, you were laughing out loud and thinking, oh, wow, this is really different. And then when we shot it and we all got along like immediately, and it was like this little family, we were like praying that we would see each other again in a few months. I don't think any of us ever really could grasp what was about to be like the ride of our lives.
I think when you get involved in something like this, the amount of stuff you experience is enough to kind of fill a lifetime. So even though it's only 5 years ago, it feels like it could also be 10 or 15 years ago.
It's special, but at the same time, you look back at the body of work and you just think, we've worked. I mean, this job is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's a lot of work to put this show on week in and week out. So I just think of, all the time and effort that the cast and the crew have put together on the show. There's a lot of moving pieces to this puzzle to make a show this successful.
This 100th episode is kind of like almost, it feels like an ending in a way, but it's not. We do have another season. But it's an ending for this particular incarnation of the Glee Club and these kids. It's all over. So it feels like it's an ending, and yet it's only a beginning, and that's how Sue sees it.
You may think that I'm a zero, and everyone you wanna be probably started off like me. You may say that I'm a freak show, give it just a little time, I bet you're gonna change your mind. All of the dirt you've been throwing my way, it ain't so hard to take.
Just go ahead and hate on me and run your mouth so everyone can hear. Hit me with the worst you got.